Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I hope we're all well. This is a disgrace, isn't it? We'll start the questions in about 5 minutes, unless anyone frantically signals they're not ready in 5 minutes. There is a question coming, is this chair leg from a low quality chair which has been dismantled, firstly by mistake and then on purpose? I had earphones in. Can anyone hear me? Or do I need to start this again? Say if you can hear me. Or do I need to put these back in? Okay, am I audible now? Am I audible now? Can you hear me? Someone say yes. Could you hear me anyway? The vaccine was fine. Thank you. I got my sticker. It's probably the most pathetic that a 42-year-old man will ever be. But there we go. I've been told I'm just going to feel really ill, but that means I'm just going to say, can you still hear me? Because I can take these out. I had them in by mistake, and I don't know if it makes any difference. Can you hear me now, or am I just making no noise? I'm sorry, this is a pain, isn't it? But no one signs up for this. Maybe they do. Magnificent. Right, I'm going to take those out then, because they're not necessary. Yeah, we'll start in 5 minutes. Your answer sheet should be active. Magnificent. Lovely stuff. Some high scoring at this stage. Very pleasing. Yeah, I think it's a bit easier this week, actually. And I'm really sorry about last week. I was knackered, and then I just had like absolute brain mush, which is just couldn't think of anything. It was very strange. Don't worry though. This is a masterclass in what it's not at all. But it's imminent. I'm gonna have. You're 3 down. Oh dear, friend. This is like Bolton. We're going to start at the end of this cigarette. Hello, Stephanie. I trust you are well. Some familiar topics covered this evening. That's all I will tell you. But now, obviously, I'll reveal more later on. I feel fine. It's definitely, yeah. I mean, it was only 3 hours ago that I had it, so I think, yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll be now. It'll be probably whilst I sleep that I'll start to have some symptoms, won't it? But that's the. I'm no expert on traffic management, but that seems like a waste of space to me a little bit. I mean, a bit round the houses, isn't it? And then, like the good cop high vis people wear green, and the bad cop ones wear orange. Okay. Okay, shall we begin? Is anybody not ready? Who hasn't given any answers yet? One of my teams has given no answers. Oh, it's you, Frankie. You're late fillers in anyway, aren't you? Mind if I start? Basically, Frankie now has the power. Frankie alone, he refuses to allow Jim any say. Has the power to make the quiz continue or not. Let's see what he does. Spoiling tactics. Get on with it, he roars. Lovely stuff. Okay, let's go. Question 16. Ladies and gentlemen, is on TV and a golden rule of life. Ladies and gentlemen, the golden rule of life is that A, Andrew Flintoff is excellent and Freddie Flintoff is a dick. You know, see the difference? The performance and the human. In a similar vein, Patrick McGuinness is an unknown entity because the only screen presence that he has is that of Paddy McGuinness, a steak bake who somehow came to life. They appear together not only on Top Gear, ladies and gentlemen, but on which other programme for which they provided new alternative narration and commentary, replacing that of a former Top Gear presenter. Which TV show is that? It was basically re-narrated and re-commentated upon by the dream duo of McGuinness Flintoff. When I'm Dead and Gone. Was that McGuinness Flint? That's very much a question for Nick. For the Nicholsons, basically, Dave and Nick. When I'm Dead and Gone? Is that McGuinness Flint? I'm meant to know this shit. I'm just going to say it is. It is. Question 17, ladies and gentlemen, is on sport, local sport. Sorry if you're not local, but, very straightforward. Probably York's. Good. York's most successful sporting team at the moment in fierce competition is probably the York City Knights Rugby League team, ladies and gentlemen. What's the name of their coach? What's the name of the coach of the York City Knights Rugby League team? Thanks, Dave. These are clever things, aren't they? These telephones. Tell you what. Question 18, ladies and gentlemen, is on vaccine skeptics, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we've had the intellectual might, the anti-vaccine crowd. We've had Richard Fairbrass, haven't we? He's against them. Jim Davidson, he's against them, obviously. The more have come to the party. And this person is a long-standing anti-vaxxer, ladies and gentlemen. She's now a judge on the Masked Singer USA and is married to the former New Kid on the Block, Donnie Wahlberg, a former presenter of Singled Out. Remember Singled Out? It was like for people who found Blind Date intellectually intimidating. And a former Playboy playmate as well, ladies and gentlemen. Who is that person who's added her voice to the intellectual might opposing the coronavirus vaccine? Who is that person? Now a judge on the Masked Singer USA with her married name blank Wahlberg, having married Donnie Wahlberg from New Kids on the Block, former presenter of Singled Out, and a former Playboy playmate. Who is that person? Question 19, ladies and gentlemen, as ever, is on the cakes of Wikipedia. Now, point of interest. Upon browsing the excellent Wikipedia page, list of cakes, I discovered this week there's such a cake called Better Than Sex cake, which is upsetting for a number of reasons. One, because, they're just different, aren't they? One of them to be shared with a nice cup of tea with your own grandmother, and also, they're not mutually exclusive. You can do both at the same time. Magnificent. What a time to be alive. Anyway, I'm going to read you the description of a cake with the word blank or blanks replacing the name of the cake or cakes. All you need to do is tell me what replaces the blank, ladies and gentlemen. A blank, plural blanks, I like that bit, also known as mignardises, is a small bite-sized confectionery or savoury appetizer. The name is French, meaning small oven. In 18th and 19th century France, gas ovens did not exist. Large brick Dutch design ovens were used, which took a long time to heat up to bake bread, but also to cool down. Bakers used the ovens during the cooling process, taking advantage of their stored heat for baking pastry. This was called baking à blanc, a lower temperature which allowed pastry baking. Blancs come in three varieties: glacé, glazed, iced or decorated, tiny cakes covered in fondant or icing, such as small eclairs, and tartlets. Salé, salted, savoury bite-sized appetizers, usually served at cocktail parties or buffets, and sec, dry, dainty biscuits, baked meringues, macarons, and puff pastries. In a French patisserie, assorted small desserts are usually called mignardises, while hard, buttery biscuits, battery biscuits, are called blancs. I like the battery base. I like the battery base. I like the battery biscuit base. Knowledge. Sorry. Turn into impressions, this, isn't it? Yeah. My delicious, my beautiful Christmas pither. Anyway, you've probably all got that, so I'm not going to read it again. Lovely stuff. Shut up, Tom. For question 12, whilst I need an actual person, okay, not just one word. I need an actual person. Lovely stuff. Question 20, ladies and gentlemen, is on films, and one thing I wish I had the power to stop outright are those Disney live-action CGI hybrid films, because frankly, they're just fucking weird. In which 2019 Disney live-action CGI hybrid film are the title characters played by Tessa Thompson and Justin Theroux, who I, whilst writing this question, got confused with Justin Trudeau, who is a very different human. The 2019 Disney live-action CGI hybrid film of 2019. The title characters are played by Tessa Thompson and Justin Theroux. What is that film? Question 21, ladies and gentlemen, as ever, is on sausages, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Aldi have been controversial bastards, haven't they? Firstly, they have their blatant knockoff Cuthbert the Caterpillar cake. However, they've also raised eyebrows with their also blatant knockoff of Heck sausages, ladies and gentlemen. Heck sausages, which have an eyebrow-raising name, ladies and gentlemen. What is the name of the Aldi rip-off of Heck sausages? Brilliant, is this? The Aldi variant of the Heck sausage is called what? Question 22. What I'm going to give you now are 10 seemingly unconnected things which, upon closer scrutiny by you band of avid scrutineers, are revealed to have a single conjoining theme. All you need to do is tell me what it is that unifies them. So what links? A 1992 Christian Slater film. L. Macpherson. A character from Cinderella. The pantomime, not the film. A former Borussia Dortmund striker who represented the Czech Republic. The Vitellus, Vitellus, Vitellus. A doll which originally came in a makeup powder compact. Tom Yum. If you think I'm mature enough to go to a restaurant and not order Tom Yum, you're wrong, by the way. A Northern Irish mountain. And then, very unhelpfully, these last two, British double agents. And I'll give you those again. A 1992 Christian Slater film. L. Macpherson, a character from the pantomime Cinderella. A former Czech Republic and Borussia Dortmund striker, amongst other teams, obviously. The Vitellus, a doll which formerly came in a sort of that makeup powder compact. Tom Yum, a Northern Irish mountain. Very unhelpfully, British double agents. And lovely stuff. Question 23 is on mnemonics. Good. Mnemonics. Which word finishes the mnemonic, how I wish I could calculate blank? Often used in an educational context. How I wish I could calculate blank. The last word and the thing this mnemonic is used for are the same thing. Slightly gammony. How I wish I could calculate what? Question 24, ladies and gentlemen, is on TV. What is the name of the series, TV series? Now shown on Netflix, originally shown on something called YouTube Red, which would struggle to sound more like a porn site if it tried. It was based on the film The Karate Kid and features Ralph Macchio once again in the role of Johnny Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen. What's that new TV series? Not that new, it's 4 series now. Or the 4 series is coming up. Now shown on Netflix, originally on YouTube Red, which is apparently real, based on the film The Karate Kid, featuring Ralph Macchio, once again, in the role of Johnny Lawrence. Question 25 is on words, ladies and gentlemen. Which term was initially used as a noun for the very initial stage of a construction project, but is now more commonly used as an adjective, which suggests innovation? What is that word? Initially used as a noun for the initial stages of a construction project, the very initial stages, now more commonly used as an adjective in a manner suggesting innovation. Yeah, no, that's fine. I did say adjectively, so that's fine. Yep. Just having a little chat with myself. I quite enjoy it, given the options. Question 27 is on sport, ladies and gentlemen. Originally defined by the inventor of the game, James Naismith, as, well, with the rule, if the ball rests on the edge of the basket and the opponent moves the basket, it shall count as a goal. Which basketball infringement is effectively blocking the ball as it makes its way down to the basket instead of on the way up? No, I didn't ask 26. No, and I will do. I'll do it after this. Sorry, Sophie. You're good at pointing things out when I go wrong, aren't you? Do I go through every mistake you make? Do I? No, but I did miss it out, so there we go. So I'll ask this as 26. Sorry. So originally designed by the game creator James Naismith as, if the ball rests on the edge of the basket and the opponent moves the basket, it shall count as a goal, which basketball infringement is basically blocking the ball as it makes its way down to the basket instead of when it's on its way up in the air, which would be a legitimate block, of course. What infringement is that? Sorry, miss. I bought you a highly polished apple. Can I have good marks? That's not how it works, is it? Question 28 is on social media. And I've done no study into this whatsoever. There's no evidence really other than that which I've seen myself. But only the worst person in the world used the hugging Facebook reaction thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's true. What is the actual name of that reaction? That one. What's it actually called on Facebook? The sort of hugging thing when someone gives some bad news and then people do and then don't say anything. Is that what? Yeah, that's the same. Thanks, Mickey. Hate it. Question 29, ladies and gentlemen, is on lucrative music tours, ladies and gentlemen. Also the name of the album. The tour that ran from 2016 to 2017, called A Head Full of Dreams Tour, is the 5th highest tour of all time and was carried out by which band? The A Head Full of Dreams Tour, ladies and gentlemen. The 5th highest earning tour of all time. 2016 to 2017, carried out by which band? No, I still haven't read 26, have I? And I still haven't done that, have I? Despite the fact that I said I would, and I was reminded to do it. Yeah. Put it in wherever you want. I'm marking it, aren't I? It'll be fine. Shall we have it now? Let's do it now, shall we? Let's do it now. Question 26, ladies and gentlemen, or 29 or whatever, wherever you want to put it. It's fine. I'm marking them. I'll make sure it's okay. Which footwear brand, ladies and gentlemen, which footwear brand advertises itself using the slogan "Off the Wall"? Right, okay, yeah. I bet this is like, there are a certain type of person whose mistakes you revel in pointing out, aren't there? And I would imagine that I might fit into that category. I think smart ass is the word. Opinionated smart ass. They're the worst people, aren't they? Off the Wall, ladies and gentlemen, is an advertising slogan for which brand of footwear? Right, this is the last one. This is 30. Fill in the previous ones however you fucking like. I don't care. Question 30 is on films, ladies and gentlemen. Which film of 1989, directed by John Hughes? How do you like that, Sophie? Yeah. How do you like this film from the 80s? Yeah. It was the tagline. Had the tagline, "He's crude, he's crass, he's family." He's crude, he's crass, he's family. It's a tagline for which sort of seminal film of 1989? Certainly very emblematic of a type of film, I'd say. Directed by John Hughes. He's crude, he's crass, he's family. Okay, questions 31 to 40. Okay, we have moved away, ladies and gentlemen, from the YouGov poll, because I think I might have done all the ones that are doable now. So, according to a CNN poll, so that's America, okay, a CNN poll of 2021, in any of the next 10 spaces, in any order, one in each space, the best 10 countries for food. The best 10 countries for food, okay? A CNN poll of Americans, presumably, primarily. Oh, and thank you for those who've made a donation anyway. Not mandatory, but very much appreciated, because I'm fucking stint until Friday. So thank you very much for those who have made them. Much appreciated. And you've got about 2 minutes. I can tell you now that every right answer for those 10 has been got. So, good. Okay. Question 41. Ladies and gentlemen, is on publications in, excuse me, in the UK. In the UK, the normal reference for the wealthiest people is the Sunday Times Rich List. Okay. In the USA, it's an annual feature called The World's Billionaires, first published in 1987 and appearing in which fortnightly publication? So the US equivalent of the Rich List is an annual feature called The World's Billionaires, first published in 1987, appears in which fortnightly publication? It's very close, ladies and gentlemen, very close indeed. Question 42 is on flags. Like nicknames that nobody uses. Like loads of football clubs have nicknames and nobody uses them. Like I bet, like Frankie Sports Bolton, but I bet he never says "Come on, you trotters," does he? He'll never say that. But in a similar vein, which country is known to absolutely fucking nobody as the land of the eagles? Its flag perhaps indicates that instead of the land of the eagles, it should be called the land of the eagle with an unusual number of heads, which in this instance is 2, ladies and gentlemen, which is 1 too many heads for an eagle. Which country's flag is that featuring the eagle with 2 heads? This country not known, but apparently actually known as the land of the eagles. Yeah. Question 43 is on TV, ladies and gentlemen. What was the name of the ITV drama series set around the lives of 2 district nurses in the fictional Yorkshire locale of Skelthwaite? It initially starred Sarah Lancashire and Pam Ferris, although I think Leslie Dunlop moved into the area for series 4. It was very dull, sort of like a less edgy version of Heartbeat, but with nurses. What was it called? A TV drama series set around the lives of 2 district nurses in the fictional Yorkshire small town of Skelthwaite. Initially, Sarah Lancashire and Pam Ferris and Leslie Dunlop moved in. What is that TV series called? Question 44, ladies and gentlemen, is on video games. What was the name, ladies and gentlemen? What was the name of the horizontal scrolling science fiction shoot 'em up game? First launched in arcades in 87, and then 88 to 89 on home computers, consoles, the Amiga, the Atari ST, and so on. Followed by a sequel called 2, name of game 2, in 1989 and 1991. The Third Lightning in 1993, Delta in 1998, and Final in 2003. A new edition, Final 2, was released at the end of last month on the PS4, Xbox One, and Windows as well. Other formats. What's the name of that game? A horizontal scrolling science fiction shoot 'em up. First launched in 87 in arcades and 89-90 on consoles and home computers. Sequel Blank 2 in 1989 in arcades, 1991 on those other formats. The Third Lightning in 1993, Delta in 1998, and Final in 2003. And a new edition, not featuring Bobby Brown, Final 2, was released at the end of last month on the PS4 and Xbox One and other formats. What is that game, that series of games? Question 45, ladies and gentlemen, is on sport, and the longest-standing men's world record for an Olympic track event is held by the American Kevin Young. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Young, a presumed steroid enthusiast, who broke the record at the 1992 Olympic Games in Barcelona. Over which distance, or which event? The longest-standing men's track world record for an Olympic track event, held by Kevin Young, ladies and gentlemen, a man with a keen interest in anabolic steroids. He broke the record in the 1992 Olympic Games in Barcelona. It still stands to this day. Over which distance, or in which event? To be fair, I think unless I'm mistaken, the British record in the event is even older. Question 46, ladies and gentlemen, is on geography. Edward Lawrence Loudon, ladies and gentlemen, Edward Lawrence Loudon, a general in the Spanish-American War, gives his name to the airport serving which U.S. city? Edward Lawrence Loudon, a general in the Spanish-American War, gives his name to the airport serving which U.S. city? Question 47 is on fashion, ladies and gentlemen. What is the name of the models, or the design, the model of Ray-Bans worn by, amongst others, Tom Cruise in the films Risky Business and Top Gun, Michael Jackson famously on his Bad tour, a very iconic look, and probably most famously of all, the Blues Brothers, Don Aykroyd and John Belushi in the film The Blues Brothers. What is the name of that design of Ray-Bans that are worn by all those people? Question 48 is on shoddy internet behaviour. What type of online fraud, and it is online fraud, involves creating a fake social media profile in another person's name in order to target other people that they know for some sort of nefarious purpose and personal gain? What name is that? Basically creating a fake internet profile in another person's likeness to exploit people known to that person. What is that called? Question 49 is on politicians' relations. Now, it's a bit of a stretch, ladies and gentlemen, admittedly, a bit of a stretch to call Lawrence Fox a politician. It isn't, however, a stretch to call him a complete goiter. So, it's nothing to do with the question, but he is a complete goiter, isn't he? The question instead refers to his cousin, Amelia Fox, ladies and gentlemen, the actress, star of many things, including Silent Witness, the old Testator Silence for about 8-9 years now. She was previously, ladies and gentlemen, engaged to which British comedian? Around the year 2000, she appeared in a remake of a much-loved drama series alongside this man. Amelia Fox, the cousin of Lawrence Fox, ladies and gentlemen, was in about the year 2000 and presumably beyond engaged to which British funny man? Question 50, ladies and gentlemen, is on the lockdown. Now, everyone remembers, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember way back in January or whenever it was, the first man in the UK to receive a COVID-19 vaccine was William Shakespeare, of course. Remember that merriment? Can you remember the name of the first woman and the first person overall to receive? What was the name? The first woman, the first person to receive a COVID-19 vaccination in the UK. What was her name? Question 51 is on films and Come on the Dog. Not a promising start, I grant you, but the 1999 MTV Movie Award for Best Fight, what an honour, went to the scuffle between Ben Stiller and Puffy the Dog, Come on the Dog, for their fight in which film, ladies and gentlemen? In which film did the MTV Award for Best Fight go to the battle between Ben Stiller and Puffy the Dog? 1999. An iconic film in a way. Question 52 is on geography, but I bet everyone does it for the wrong reasons. The question is, in 2010, ladies and gentlemen, the first bridge in the Amazon River system was built over the Rio Negro tributary, connecting the town of Iranduba with which other Brazilian city, the capital of the state of Amazonas, or Amazonas, isn't it? It's said in Portuguese. In 2010, the first bridge in the Amazon River system was built over the Rio Negro tributary, connecting the town of Iranduba with which other Brazilian city, the capital of the state of Amazonas. Notable, certainly for other reasons. Question 53 is on sport, ladies and gentlemen. We've already had one steroid enthusiast. Which other steroid enthusiast enjoyed a stint as world tennis #1 in the late 1990s? He's the father. His daughters are sisters Jessica and Nelly, both top 20 ranked female golfers. What is the surname, ladies and gentlemen? The father was a #1 male tennis player in the 1990s. His daughters, the sisters Jessica and Nelly, are both top 20 ranked female golfers. What's their surname? Question 54, ladies and gentlemen. By which monument, please be specific, by which monument were speeches famously made in 1963 by JFK, by Ronald Reagan in 1987, and by Barack Obama in 2010? By which European monument, please be specific, speeches famously made by JFK, Kentucky Fried Chicken, in 1963, Ronald Reagan in 1987, and Barack Obama in 2010. So one seems to me the exactly correct answer. And the other one's given me a slightly unspecific answer. It's a specific bit of the thing that you've said. Still, plenty of people are giving me the right answer, so that's fine. Good. Question 55 is on my favourite subject and yours, pyramids of note. The largest pyramid in the world by volume is in which Mexican city? A city that shares its name with a popular hot sauce, a popular brand of hot sauce. What is that city and what is that sauce? The largest pyramid in the world by volume is in which Mexican city that shares its name with a popular brand of hot sauce? And question 56, the last question in this round, is on music. Question is, which word of 5 letters or more, that's one word, 5 letters or more, has appeared in the title of hit singles by all of the following artists? Stevie Wonder, Primal Scream, UB40, Jackie Wilson, The Saturdays, and Stevie Winwood. One word, 5 letters or more, appeared in the title of hit singles by Stevie Wonder, Primal Scream, UB40, Jackie Wilson, The Saturdays, and Stevie Winwood. Okay, get on with your music questions. I'll give you until 10 o'clock. I'm meant to watch the football. 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes. 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Very close. Four minutes, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, shall we have pointless questions and our tiebreaker? Let's do that, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're not aware, that's what we're doing. Look at the high definition camera there, magnificent. Okay, there are 4 pointless questions for you to answer. Okay, as ever, I gave 100 of my friends 100 seconds to name as many of the following as they could. What you're looking for is answers that none of them said. Okay, so I need either the name of any player to have scored for the England men's team in the European Championship Finals tournament. Okay, so after the qualifying, the Euros, basically. Any place that Johnny Cash says he's been in his version of the song I've Been Everywhere. Anyone in Ranker.com's list of the 50 greatest film villains. Or any country which at any stage has been a French overseas territory, a French colony, basically. Okay? So any player to have scored for England in the Euros, the finals, not the qualifying, the finals. Any place Johnny Cash says he's been in the song I've Been Everywhere. Anyone in Ranker.com's list of the 50 greatest film villains. So that's the characters, not the actors. And any country which has ever been a French colony or overseas territory, but it has to be a country, okay? Your tiebreak question is how long in meters is the world's longest ever strand of spaghetti? How long in meters? I'm going to give you until 6 minutes past 10. And it's very close. I didn't actually ask for the film, by the way, so you don't need to be that specific. I'll just have to be generous. Nice, great film. Someone just referenced a brilliant film there, but okay, a couple of minutes, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of minutes. As ever, when you've finished, tick the boxes, click save, and click. That's not the right order. Click save, tick the 3 boxes, and then click finish. You have 1 minute. Okay, don't forget to fill in your tiebreaker. Okay, I'm closing the quiz in 10 seconds. The quiz is closed, ladies and gentlemen. Here are your answers. The picture on the first one was Salt Bay. Salt Bay, the chef, he's got an actual name as well, which I would have accepted, but nobody put it. Number 2 is Dave Stewart. Number 3 is Sean Bailey, the Conservative candidate for Mayor of London, who's horrible. 4th one is Eric Banner. The 5th is Patrick Mahomes, the main footballer. The 6th is Yvette Fielding. 7th, the magnificent Francis McDormand. 8th, that's the career of Peter Beagrie. 9 is Missy Elliott, or Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, as I call her. The 10th is Tony Hawk, no S. The 11th, Tony Hawks, S. The 12th one, you have H from Line of Duty. And on the right, you have Ian Watkins. There's only one person who's both H and Ian Watkins, which is H from Steps, of course. The 13th one is Amon Ra, is his first name. Amon Ra St. Brown. His brother is legitimately called Equinamius Imhotep J. St. Brown. Amon Ra St. Brown is his name. The 14th one was Ready, Willing, and Able. And the last one was Search High and Low. They've also got a brother called Osiris, the St. Browns. 16, Total Wipeout was a TV show. 17, the coach is called James Ford. Nobody got that. That's disappointing. 18, Jenny McCarthy is the anti-vaxxer. 19, Petit Four. Not Petit Four, that's Mr. T's favourite kind of fromage frais. 20, the film Lady and the Tramp, the title characters. Tessa Thompson, Justin Theroux, Lady and the Tramp. 21, the sausages are called Feck. Feck sausages, lovely stuff. 22, the Christian Slater film was Cuffs. Elle Macpherson is known as The Body. The character from Cinderella is Buttons. The Borussia Dortmund striker is Jan Koller. The Vitalis is another name for the yolk, which is apparently part of a shirt. The doll, which lived in the makeup powder compact, was Polly Pocket. Tom Yum is a Thai food, of course, Thai. The Northern Irish mountain is Sleve Donard. British double agents are, of course, armholes, where you put your arms. They're armholes. So sorry. And was, of course, a hem. They're all parts of a shirt or jacket or like that sort of thing. That's fine. 23, how I wish I could calculate pi, or the numbers of the letters, of course, in each word being the values of pi. The digits in pi. 24, Cobra Kai is the spin-off. 25, groundbreaking. Blueprint isn't used adjectively, is it? So that's fine, I don't think. 26 or 30 or 29 or whatever, Vans is off the wall. Off the wall is Vans, ladies and gentlemen. 27, the basketball offence is goaltending. 28, that's called care. 29, Coldplay is that tour. And 30, Uncle Buck was the film. The countries are very straightforward, nice straightforward ones. Italy, France, China, Mexico, Spain, Japan, India, Greece, Thailand, and the USA. 41, it's in Forbes magazine. 42, Albania is the country there. 43, Where the Heart Is, that TV show. 44, the video game is R-Type. 45, Kevin Young had the world record in the 400-metre hurdles. 46, Loudon International is Boston, ladies and gentlemen, Boston, Massachusetts. 47, Wayfarers, Ray-Ban Wayfarers are the sunglasses. 48, catfishing is that nefarious activity. 49, Vic Reeves was engaged to Amelia Fox. 50, the first person to get the vaccine was Margaret Keenan. 51, the film was There's Something About Mary. 52, Manaus, where England played in the World Cup. That was the city there, Manaus. 53, Corder, Petter Corder, Jesper Nelly Corder. 54, the Brandenburg Gate. That's what I was looking for there. 55, none of you got this, I don't think, but the largest pyramid in the world by volume is in the city of Cholula. Cholula, the one with the little wooden top. And 56, higher is the word there. Higher ground, higher than the sun by Primal Scream. Higher ground again. UB40, Your Love Lifted Me Higher. Jackie Wilson, Higher by the Saturdays, and another Higher Ground. Higher Love, by Stevie Winwood. The music questions, I'd have to bring those up on my phone. Excuse me. The first one was the Beach Boys with Do It Again. And it was the Motors with the theme from Banana Man, masquerading as Airport. Then for me, the seminal version of Pinball Wizard, which you all got, that one provided by second mention today, Jim Davidson, ladies and gentlemen, the sweet soul voice of Jim Davidson. Then it was On Vogue with a song that's called My Lovin'. It's called My Lovin', open brackets, you're never going to get it. But it's called My Lovin'. 65, which nobody got either half of, was Son of Dork, which was James from Busted, with Ticket Out of Loserville. And then it was Pink, featuring Nate Russ, with Just Give Me a Reason. Shirley Ellis with Soul Time. That's mint, isn't it? And there was OMD with Electricity, not Electric Maneuvers in the Dark, as somebody put for a long time before changing it. Then it was Suede with Electricity. Then it was 911 with the seminal version of Private Number. Carrie Underwood with Before He Cheats. And Rudimental, featuring John Newman with Feel the Love, ladies and gentlemen. Your pointless questions. The countries you could have had: the Dominican Republic, Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Guyana, Mauritania, Togo, Gabon, Comoros, Yemen, or Vanuatu. So there's some correct answers there. The villains: Dr. Octopus, Talia al Ghul, Scarecrow, Batman nerds here, Red Skull, Jack Torrance from The Shining, Hades from Hercules, I think, Annie Wilkes from Misery, Smaug from Walk Fight, Boba Fett was one, Jafar from Aladdin, Agent Smith from The Matrix, Dolores Umbridge from Potter, Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men, Commodus from Gladiator, Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, the T-1000 or Hans Lander from Inglourious Bastards. The Johnny Cash places you could have had: Mattawa, Bangor, Tuckabilly, Faraday, Glen Rock, Tennessee Chicopee, Spirit Lake, Ombabeca, Shefferville, Pittsfield, Fond du Lac, Jellicoe, Argentina, Parkersburg, Gravelsburg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Atmore, Haverstraw, Chattanooga, Chaska, Opelika, Baraboo, or Cedar City. And the footballers, you could have had Bobby Charlton, born in 1968, Tony Woodcock, one of 5 England footballers to have 3 O's in their surname, the others being Ian Storey-Moore, Peter Osgood, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Pelham von Donop. You could also have had Tony Adams, scored against Soviet Union in 88. Steve McManaman, well done whoever got that, against Portugal, that's the second against Portugal, in 2000, and that's it, 2000. Jolyon Lescott scored for England against France in 2012, and Eric Dyer scored for England in 2016 against Russia. And the world's longest ever strand of spaghetti was 3,776 metres. your leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen. A depleted lineup from No F in Burma, what a ripping yarn, etc. Who are in fifth place with 40. In fourth place, ladies and gentlemen, with an above average score of 45. And the music round stifled them a bit as well. Amy and Dave. In third place with 56, £5 down the Swanee. And in equal first place, ladies and gentlemen, with 61, we have the Chords and Universally Challenged. Let's have a look at the tie-break, shall we? Well, Universally Challenged, they have an answer of 2,000 metres. The Chords, an answer of just 820 metres, ladies and gentlemen. So the winner and the teacher's pets for today are Universally Challenged. Warm round of applause. Good scoring all round. Thank you all. Sorry very much about last week. There will be another quiz the same time next week. I'm starting to feel a little bit giddy, I have to say. So thank you all for taking part. Thank you for your donations. If you'd like to make them, please continue to do so. That'll be much appreciated. So there'll be another quiz same time next week. The week after that, I don't know. I'm probably... It won't be in the pub. I'll tell you that for nothing. On the first week of opening. But on the 19th. So we'll see where we are and if I'm sober. A grade 9, that's good, is a grade 9, actually. Thanks, Sophie. Much appreciated. It was the spaghetti what won it. Thank you all for taking part. I'll see you all next week. Ta-ra. Bye-bye.